topical.
Sunrise Fitness with the Wellfit Club. I'm Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and your lifestyle change coach. And today we're going to move, we're going to sweat, and we're going to show up for ourselves like never before. And I promise you, this is about to be the start of something really special. So today we're going to be tackling strength and conditioning for a fun full body workout that's going to target your entire body. You're going to be using lots of different muscles to strengthen, shed, shape, and tone. We're going to be combining a group of 7 exercises that are going to improve your endurance. They're going to increase your flexibility and truly get you well fit from head to toe. Right after that, we're going to cool down and jump into the Wellfit pillar of the day. So for this workout, all you'll need is a pair of dumbbells, a mat, and a jump rope. I also want to make sure that you have a glass of water close by. You're going to need that. All right, so I want you to get your equipment, and I'll see you right after the break with a sweat that you do not want to miss. We'll be right back. Welcome back, risers. We're going to jump right into our warm-up, okay? So I want you to start with the shoulders going back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's take it forward. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now we're going to get the arms going across the chest. This is some dynamic exercises to get your heart rate all the way up. Are you ready for our really beautiful workouts? All right, so now we're going to step side to side with our right and left legs. Let's go. Right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're going to take the right and the left arm up with the leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. High kicks. 1, 2. Keep that core nice and tight. Chest up. 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jog on the spot. Let's go. We're getting that heart rate all the way up so we can safely move throughout the workout today. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. In through the nose. And exhale it out. Hip openers. 1, 2. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we're going to kick with the right leg, back with the left. Let's go. Kick with the right, back with the left. Kick with the right, back with the left. Make sure you breathe in. Kick with the right, back with the left. Change. Kick with the left, back with the right. Kick with the left, back with the right. Let's go. Kick with the left, back with the right. Kick with the left, back with the right. Now we're gonna scoop down, all the way down. Calf scoops. So you're gonna get your heels up. I hope you feel your heart rate raising up. And then we're just gonna jog it out. It's right here. Scoop in. 3, 2, 1, and jog on the spot. All right, guys, we're gonna prep up and get ready. This workout is about to be amazing. Gear up mentally. You got out of bed. Let's make it worth it, okay? Deep breaths in. Exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's breathe in. Exhale. All right, we are ready for our workout. I want you to grab your dumbbells. All right, we're going to turn them into each other. We're going to start with a backward lunge to an overhead press. All right, we have 7 exercises that we're going to move in. So stand upright. The dumbbells are facing inwards, elbows almost touching right here. Take a large step backward with your left foot. Lower your hips so that your right thigh, right, that's your front leg, becomes parallel to the floor with your right knee. And I want it positioned directly over your ankle. Then you're going to step back to the starting position, brace your core, and you're going to drive your hands upwards, straightening your elbows to press the dumbbells overhead. All right, and we're alternating. So maintain a neutral spine all throughout. Okay, so down and raise up. Let's go. Down and up. Alternating backward lunge with that overhead press. Keep your core nice and tight. Raise up. That's it. We're here for 30 seconds before we move on to the next exercise. That's it. All the way up. Very good. Couple more seconds. And up. Put your dumbbells down. And we're going to go into floor squat touches. So let's start with the low impact version. So we're just going to step out, right and left. So this is low impact if you cannot manage any jumping on those knees. All right, and if you're going to jump with me, all the way out and in. Land really softly on those knees. In, down, in. Remember, low impact. You're just stepping right and left right here, okay? Keep your chest up and down and up. And we can go as fast. You're going to meet your body right where it is today, okay? Go as fast as you can. That's it. Couple more seconds here. Good job, guys. You're doing so well. All the way down and up. That's it. 10 more seconds. You got this. That's it. Do you feel that burn? I know I do. Let's go. Last and down. All right, so grab your weights again. We're moving right back to those backward lunges. All right, elbows tucked in, chest up nice and tall. Let's go. All the way down, raise up, backward lunge, raise up. Make sure you're breathing. Do not hold your breath. All the way up. Very good. Down and up. Down and up. Let me see you smile. And up. A few more seconds here, guys. Work through that burn with me. You got this. Very good. And very good. All right, weights down. We're gonna move into lateral lunges, all right, with a hop back or a walk back. So I want you to stand with your feet hip width apart. I want you to take a big step to the side with your right leg. Bend your left knee. Push your hips all the way back and lower until your knee is bent 90 degrees. And then push down to the start. Then you're gonna put your arms, your hands, the palms of your hands down. You're gonna step or hop back and walk back together. Let's go, same again. All the way out. Hop back or walk back, all right? I'll show you from side. So all the way down, we're walking back parallel to the floor and back up or hop back, okay? Lateral lunge, hop back. Lateral lunge, hop or walk back. Let's go. Lateral lunge, sink down. Hop or walk back. That's it, guys. Lateral lunge. Hop or walk back. Let's go. A few more seconds here. Lateral lunge. Hop or walk back. Let's go. Lateral lunge. Are you feeling that? And last one. Lateral lunge. Hop or walk back. Good job, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna move into mountain climbers. I want you to put both hands and knees on the floor. You're gonna place your right foot near your right hand and you're gonna extend your left leg behind you. All right, in one smooth motion, you're gonna switch your legs, keeping your arms in the same position, okay? So, body is parallel to the floor. Raise up, and we're gonna come in right here. You can also just take your knee to your elbow right here if you need to, okay? Keep going. 30 seconds right here. Push it. This is where it counts. Push it. Keep your core tight. Few more seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Push it. Push it. That's it. And up. Excellent. All right, so now we're gonna move over to the left with our lateral lunges. All right, are you feeling the burn? I know I am. All right, so we're gonna go right into it and go left, hop or walk back. Bend that leg, straighten the right, hop or walk back. Let's go. Over. Let me see you feel it. That's it. I know you're moving over there. Let's go. Keep going, stay focused. You're doing so well. Just a few more. Work through that burn with me. So good. And that's it. Good job, guys. Okay, now we're gonna lie down on our mat. We're gonna do right leg V-ups. Okay, so you're gonna lie down on your back. You're gonna stretch your arms all the way out, legs all the way out. We're gonna exhale and roll up while we're lifting our right leg to reach for your toes and then roll back slowly. So we're staying on the right here. Raise up. Now you may only be able to get up to your knee, and that's fine. You're meeting your body where it is today. All right. The core is one of the most important parts of the body to tone and to get strong. All right, all the way up. Breathe. All the way up. You're doing so well. Come all the way up. We're getting ready to move over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, left leg straight into it. That's it. Looking good. All the way up. And know that your core is burning now, but push through it, guys. This is where it matters. All the way up. All right, few more seconds here. All the way up, stay strong. Legs up and all the way back. Few more seconds. You got this. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna turn all the way into a plank. All right, so I want you to put both of your forearms onto the mat. Both elbows and fists are flat on the ground. You're gonna get up on your toes and engage your abs right here. We're just gonna stay, we're gonna breathe. Make sure your spine is neutral. Make sure your body is parallel to the floor. You got this, guys. Stay right here. If you feel like you need to drop, just lower your knees to the floor and come right back up. Hold it. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and that's it. So take a sip of water, take some deep breaths. We have about 10 seconds before we go again. We're gonna grab our dumbbells for our backward lunges, all right, and our overhead press. Let's go straight into it. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale it out. This is round 2. You got this. Ready, and go. We're gonna stay on the right side this time, okay? Right side, raise up, staying on the right. Lower, backward lunge, and up. Let's go. Smile with me, smile with me. That's it. Down, and up. Keep that core nice and tight. Down, and up. Excellent. Down, and up. Let's go. Few more seconds, and up, and down, and up. All right, drop the dumbbells. We're gonna go straight into squat floor touches. Ready, 30 seconds, and go. Down and up. So if you can keep up with me, that's great. But again, this is your workout. This is your time. So if you need to step, if you need to go a little bit further or slower, then that's fine. All right? Almost there. That's it. Good job. 3, 2, and 1. All right, step into the right. We're staying on the right in this round. Ready? And go. Lateral lunge. And hop back. Lateral lunge. And hop back. Lateral lunge. And hop back. Again, lateral lunge. Hop back. Again, lateral lunge. Hop or walk back. Keep going. All right, now we're gonna go right down to mountain climbers. All right, remember, palms on the floor, getting up in a plank position. Ready, and 30 seconds, go. Push through it, guys. This is where it counts, where it's burning the most. Use your willpower and stick to it. Remember, you can just bring your knees to your chest if you need to. Keep it going. Almost there. Few more seconds. Woo! Feel that burn. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go into single leg V-ups. We're gonna go on the right only the whole time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and 30 seconds. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's go all the way up, guys. All the way up. Don't cheat me. Move through it. Up, down, up. Use your core to raise all the way up. Staying on that right side. Last one. Squeeze it out. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go into a plank position. Get ready. 30 seconds, girls and guys. 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Ready? And go. All right, firm abs. Firm abs. Let me feel that focus. Let me feel the burn. Let's go. We are sweating together. We're transforming together. Let's do this. Risers. We came all the way here. Let's make it worth it. A few more seconds. Hold it. Hold it. Don't even think about dropping. 3, 2, and 1. All right, sip some water. We're gonna tackle the left side. You're doing so well. Breathe it out. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. One more time, in through the nose. And exhale it out. Let's jump into the left side. Ready? Grab those dumbbells. I'm gonna jump right in. Last round, best round. All right, left side, ready? And go. All the way down. Raise up. Down. Raise up. Down. Raise up. Your body's saying thank you so much for making me move this morning. We're gonna be filled with endorphins and dopamine, serotonin to get us through our day, but we have to work for it, okay? Almost there. A few more seconds. Weights down. Let's do this. Jump, floor, squat touches. Ready? And go. 30 seconds right here. You're doing so well. Stay with me. I need to feel that energy. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Work for the body that you want. Work for the mind that you want. Focus. The immune system. Let's go. Almost there. Breathe it out. 4, 3, 2, left side. Let's go. Lateral lunge and hop back. Ready? Let's do this. Down, walk or hop back. all the way out. Remember, you're bending the left into a 90 degree with your hips all the way back, straightening the right. Let's go. Almost there. Almost there. Last one. Good. All right. Next is mountain climbers. All right, guys, this is the time in the workout where you're gonna want to feel like you're gonna give up. All right. This is where we dig in. All right. This is where we get strong. So let's go. 30 seconds, mountain climbers. Ready? And let's do this. A few more minutes and this workout is over. All right. Work for it, work for it. Nothing good in life comes easy. We have to work for everything that we want to get, right? So let's go. Woo! Push it. You're doing so well. Move it, move it, move it. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Down for our V-ups. Left side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Work through it. All the way up and down. That's it. You guys are looking so good. I can feel your energy from all the way over here. Woo! Up and down. Use your core. Use your core, use your core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, guys. Okay, this is our last exercise of the entire workout before we jump into our sweat. All right, so we're moving into our plank. 30 seconds. Let's get strong together. Ready? And go. Hold it. Hold it. I want to visualize. I want you to visualize your best self right here. All right? Your best self. What does he or she look like? What does it feel like to be your best self? Hold it here. Remember, you can go down on your knees if you need to, but come right back up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and give yourselves a clap. We did that. That was so good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of you. Let's rise up, risers. All right, shake it out. You did so well. I'm so proud of you. I know it's not easy to show up in this way, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. And in no time, you're going to be feeling like your best self, all right? But we have to work for it. So, like any good workout, we need a good cool down, okay, and a good stretch. We want to prevent injuries. We want to just get our heart rate right back to our normal eating rate. All right, and let's take it up and over. Deep breath in, exhale it out. Let's pull it all the way to the left and take your left arm all the way across the chest right here. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale it out. Let's pull at the elbow right here and we're going to lean away. Feel that delicious stretch right here. Nice. All right, so we're gonna stretch our quads. I want you to raise your left arm up. We're gonna pull it, pull it, pull it, and right, left, right. Again, left leg. Pull it, pull it, pull it, and left, right, left. 2 more times. And right, left, right. Pull it, and left, right, left. All right, so let's get the hamstring stretching right here. Ooh, don't you feel like $1 million? And all the way over to the other side. And we're gonna hop together and roll up slowly. Rotate the neck all the way around. Excellent. And other direction. Let's take one last deep breath in. Exhale it out. And I'd love to see you right after the break. We're going to be talking about sleeping and the importance of sleep and some tips to make sure that you're getting the best sleep possible. All right, see you soon after the break. Good job, guys.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Sunrise family, welcome back and thank you for getting through our first workout together. I'm so proud of you. I hope you're feeling as good as I am. And of course, as you know, there's a whole lot more to a healthy life than just a great workout, right? So that's why each day we're going to explore the 7 pillars of the Wellfit Club together. Move well, which we just did. There's eat well, there's drink well, there's sleep well, there's rest well, there's feel well, and there's live well. And today's Wellfit pillar of the day is sleep well, right? A great day really starts with a good night's sleep. So adults, you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, and children 6 to 12 years old, they need 10 to 13 hours, right? And the problem is that most of us are not even getting half of that. Yet a good night's sleep cleans the brain of toxins, physically restores us, helps us with our mood regulation, helps to prevent chronic diseases, strengthen our immune system, among so many other things. So we're gonna go through a few tips together to ensure that you're getting your good night's sleep. All right, so the first is better time management. You have to create the space in your day to get everything you need to get done. By about 9:30, 10 p.m., it's time to start winding down from your day and preparing your body for sleep, okay? So I want you to take out your planners today, your calendars, get into time blocking and become a master of your time. It's one of those lessons that will be most useful for us as we're building healthier habits, all right? Another tip is to make sure that you're developing a nighttime routine and stick to it. It's not our kids that are the only ones that need this, right? For me, I love making my anti-inflammatory tea in the evenings, and I just use that time to journal and reflect on the day and make peace with the day. And then I do a guided meditation that's specifically designed for sleep. And then afterwards, I'm out like a log, right? Until the next morning. Okay, so what about you? I want to hear what your sleep routine is and share some tips with all of us, okay? So the next one is, if you are a coffee drinker, you have to make sure that you consume your cup no later than noon so that it doesn't affect your quality of sleep. Also, you want to make sure that your bedroom is dark and cool. For the most part, it's gadget free. So let's make a commitment to avoid all devices at least 30 minutes before you go to bed. I want you to try to get outside in natural sunlight for at least 30 minutes in the day. Among other benefits, this is going to help to support your circadian rhythm, which is very important for sleep. And I want you to track your sleep hours this week. I want you to observe what your sleep patterns are, how much sleep you're actually getting. This is going to be a powerful exercise, okay? So share your findings with us and the rest of the Sunrise Fitness family. Guys, I know it's not going to be easy. We're building habits, but we're going to do it together, all right? So join me again tomorrow morning for another great workout right here on Sunrise Fitness.
We are back in the cut.
Why if you talk about we're back?
Teeth, I beg an early creed, you know.
I'm just saying though.
Just saying.
You, our dear man. Two is better than too many, yes. Lick me chip right so me say, yo, that me want to do.
People are asking if we turn friend again. You link me in a G and say, let's make bygones
Be bygones. Deeper than that. Are you give me first big song? We not going under.
You spend as much time in the limelight as you spend behind bars. What was the darkest time?
We are get to youth and we have ego and I start me and I say, no, God have a any night. I couldn't me alone.
Straight for dinner and I make no ramping.
If you don't like Sizzler, you must love Shango.
Yo, that body. And if you even rate Jamie Foxx, you must rate Django.
One teach.
One mash.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow. Welcome Rise with Sunrise. Tamighty celebrates Reggae Month. We take it all the way back to the first church in Wednesday service. Then it's a Bob Marley birthday check-in, and we'll grab our furry friend for an Irie Wags made possible by True Pet. And wrap your morning with a little Maroon history. Why Not Wednesday is powered by Flow. You've never seen a sunrise quite like this.
Why Not Wednesdays is brought to you by Flow.
Up your heads, my brothers. Be conscious, my sisters. And by your works you shall surely be paid. Never gentle is the man with the anger. The one who's got the tiger. The one who sits high and it looks down low. And if you ever miss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, then you'll be someone that he don't know. Say a prayer and chant a psalm. Prayer a day keep the evil calm.
I thought it was never this man with the answer.
You hear that song, you know? Hey?
Yeah.
Look here. The song that gets you moving. I hope you are moving this morning, because we are moving. Move with us, man. Move with us, man. A very good morning, Sunrisers.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning? It's a Wednesday. It is a hump day. It is a midweek day. It's a Why Not Wednesday. And why it's Why Not Wednesday? It is Why Not Wednesday because it's distinctly different, because Tami and I, we do this. When TK comes that means you're paying attention. That means she's awake. That's a good test if Tami is awake.
Does that mean that you're asleep?
Listen, this morning was a very... You know, you have some mornings when sleep is difficult, and you have some mornings where sleep is extremely, or not waking up.
Yes.
It's extremely difficult, you know. And the snooze. Me and the snooze this morning had a different experience together, you know. But I am here.
Thank God.
Yeah.
We were running in here a while ago. Let me tell you. But we are here. We are here. But look, I want to just talk about quickly how this set looks so bossy.
Yes.
We have all kind of new things in the place. And it's all thanks to our friends over there at Faithful Home Decor. Remember to give them a call if you're looking to bring some color and life to your living spaces. So many beautiful things that I'm seeing all around. Nice little touches. And you know, sometimes, let me tell you something.
It lifts the spirit.
It does. It does. When you see a piece that you like or that you personally picked, or it just brings you a little joy. It's a nice way to just give you a little something that makes you go, oh, I love that.
That is
I love
true.
that, you know.
Calm down. I have somebody who, when she sees these pieces, she's like, I want to get that.
Karen love things.
That's things.
Yeah, that's what Wayne always said to me. Now you love things.
You love things,
I just like little things. So I like a little nice cup.
But
then him say me have 4,000 cup, and I don't. It's like 3,000.
Look at that.
But anyway.
All right. I mean, what's our motivational quote this morning?
All right.
A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Nelson Mandela. No, a good head and a good heart. No, I completely concur with that.
You know, some people have a good head but not a good heart, and some people have a good heart but they're not. Look here, man. You see, they come together.
If you had to pick one,
a good heart.
I go with a good heart.
I was gonna say a good heart because we can work on it. I think a good heart always, you know, will maybe choose a kinder path, will always, I don't know, I just feel like a good heart is a nice thing.
And you can see it from a mile away, you know. You can tell there's something about someone that you would say, you know, that person, you know, like that person, a good heart.
It's people who like your spirit tech.
And them thing in a space,
Exactly. We have our word of the day as well.
What's the word of the day?
Okay, here we go. Manumission. It's a noun. It means the act of freeing someone from slavery or servitude. So if I use it in a sentence, we can say the manumission of enslaved people was a significant moment in history, paving the way for future generations to fight for their rights and freedom. This word connects well with freedom and liberation, which are important in both reggae music and Black History Month, which we are celebrating in February. Good word. I like that word.
Good word.
Yes.
We can make that word a part of our active vocabulary. You know, there's
Yes.
passive and there's active.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, passive vocabulary is the words that you know and you understand the meanings of. But active are the ones you use.
Oh,
So I want to just transfer some more words from my passive to my active.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true. I'm gonna use that word in a sentence today because today is World Read Aloud Day.
World Read Aloud
What
Day.
is that? It's celebrated annually on February 5th and is a day dedicated to highlighting the importance of reading aloud, encouraging people to grab a book and share stories with others in their communities.
And this is where I always big up Father and my English teacher from St. George's College in 3rd form. He said, read aloud for 2 minutes every single day. I didn't follow that. But he said, if you read aloud and you hear yourself speaking the language, it helps you with pronunciation, diction, and you learn new words. And read anything, read newspaper. Can you imagine if I did that every single, read aloud?
I know. We read aloud every Wednesday.
That is true. We read aloud every Wednesday.
So that is something.
Hello. Once a week or twice a week?
Sometimes twice a week we read aloud. It's not too bad. But reading aloud does activate a different part of your brain.
Yes.
And I find it's a great way for me to kind of really take something in. So if I just read in and I'm reading in my mind, is that what it is? Yeah. As opposed to if I actually read it out loud. If I really want to learn something, I write it.
That's a good way to record it. And some persons have difficulty reading aloud in public. Like at the church when they're going up to read, they get nervous.
Nervous. You know why?
We read aloud to so many people.
School though. School really gave me that nervy piece of reading aloud.
In front of the class.
Yes, I have this particular memory, no lie. When I was reading aloud, I was in grade 2 maybe. Maybe it was grade 1, I don't know. And I said the word Island. Instead
Island.
Don't laugh now. You see, I laugh after me like the
Island.
And the tea, look here, Matty don't bother laugh after me over there. You feel like you're there, bird bush. He's incognito. Anyway, when she started to laugh, then the whole class got permission to laugh. And I remember thinking, I'm never gonna read aloud again. I'm never gonna read aloud again.
Look at
Lucky
you now.
for you. I didn't keep my own promise, so yeah.
You're reading aloud very well.
We just have to be careful what we say to our children. And
so what is the word? What is Island?
It's island. But I never forgot it.
Oh my word. All of us have that. Sometimes you have difficulty remembering how to spell some simple words.
Yeah, and you know what you need?
Spell it again.
You need a little humor to move you outside of those experiences that can really stick with you and traumatize you a little bit, you know?
That's true. And you need to learn to laugh at yourself.
Oh yes, but teachers do not laugh at the people there, please.
They remember for years.
A life.
Yes. It's February.
Yeah.
It's a big month for us here in Jamaica because we celebrate reggae, Black history at the same time. Hey, before I forget, Tracy, I know it's your birthday. Happy birthday, my dear sister-in-law. She watches this show every single morning. Aston, take good care of Tracy today, all right?
Please,
That's all I'm going to say.
And also, Tracy, I want you to be on the lookout for invasive Cuban tree frogs. Yes.
What's that?
The Cuban tree frog. It's a Osteopilus septentrionalis.
That word.
The teacher would laugh after me for that one day. She would laugh after. So, okay, it has made its way to Jamaica, guys, bringing with it significant ecological and economic concerns. Okay, so while this invasive species, first identified in Clarendon, has rapidly spread across 8 of the island's 14 parishes, experts from the National Environment Planning Agency, NEPA, and the Caribbean Coastal Area Management Foundation, CCAM, are working to mitigate its impact and educate the public about effective control measures. Me no like frog.
No,
and
sir.
Worse no like invasive
Invasive frogs.
Want him to know? Oh my.
I guess we're in one of those 4 parishes that the frogs are not yet in.
Yeah, don't love the frogs. I also have a story about frogs. Yeah, what? Why? 2 stories. So one time
afraid of frogs?
Well, this is why. One time I was a little girl, I'm gonna push my foot in on my shoes. I want a frog in there.
Oh.
Yes. And then one time I tried to kiss her. I don't know. We do have birthdays though to celebrate.
Of course we have
You
birthdays
mentioned
to celebrate,
Tracy, so
yes.
again, happy birthday to Tracy.
My dear sister-in-law, yes.
Indeed.
I Care, also the Wind of the Soul, Jamaican reggae dancehall songstress and songwriter, is celebrating her birthday today.
February 5th.
February 5th.
Yeah, she's an incredibly talented singer. And yeah, happy birthday to you. It's also Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday. He is a Portuguese.
I bet you don't know who that is.
Oh, what do you mean? I know Ronaldo. Okay, if it's one person, I know Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's a Portuguese professional footballer who plays, listen to this, as a forward four. And captains. What's a forward four?
A forward for the team.
Oh.
Yeah. Plays forward for the team.
Oh, and captains both the Saudi Pro League club. What that say?
Nassar.
What? And the Portugal national. Wait, Senita, come. Al Nassr. Try get that
Thank
right.
you very Al Nassr,
and
yes.
he is a sight to behold. Hello, Ronaldo.
But
interestingly,
there are some persons who are Ronaldo fans.
Yes.
They love Ronaldo.
Yes.
And don't like some other football players.
Are you?
But on this day, they have to celebrate two of them.
Really? So hold on, you're either or?
Some persons.
Okay. Nita, stop shaking your head.
Yeah.
Say either or, lady. All right, so whose birthday is it?
Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., also known as Neymar. Simply Neymar is a Brazilian football star, professional football star, who plays a left winger, attacking midfielder, or forward for the Brazilian national team. And he's very good. Top player, some persons might say he's one of the best.
So he's a forward four too?
He's a forward.
So yes, what are the chances that two footballers are two very, very famous, popular, and good footballers are born on this day? Interesting. Who else's birthday is it today?
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me in? Tell me why I don't need permission. Make my own decision.
Watch out. That's my prerogative.
It's
my prerogative. Bobby Brown, senior? Okay. Bobby Brown is an American singer, songwriter, rapper, and dancer. Brown, alongside frequent collaborator Teddy Riley, is noted as one of the pioneers of a new jack swing, a fusion of hip hop and R&B.
Yes.
So yeah. That's Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Right there. Well, on that note, I feel like it's time for us to get our morning started with our Wednesday morning mixtape. I hope that you stick and stay with us. We're going to get you ready for this beautiful day ahead and get you over the hump that is sometimes Wednesday. So what's our mixtape? Oh, I like where we're going here. It's the Queens of Reggae.
Oh,
yeah.
Tami and Tessa
Yeah.
Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. Never say never, willingness forever to fight and be strong.
Maybe I call, you are chosen. You've got to be aware of wolf in sheep clothing. Maybe I call, you are chosen. You've got to be aware of wolf in sheep clothing.
No. You don't love me, and I know now.
The people.
No.
whatever the crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy, irresistible. Now available in hot and spicy. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Small business owners and independent contractors get affordable insurance with Sagicor Pro Shield. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
I am Jamaican.
You are Jamaican. We are Jamaican. And the national budget is our business because it impacts every Jamaican. From healthcare to education
To the road conditions.
to security for my family. The national budget is my business.
No, sister. It is our business. The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Flow brings new prepaid plans for everywhere you move. With more data to power the way you play, progress, and how you bring your vibe to the world. Flow has reimagined prepaid mobile plans with more data to use anywhere you like. Get 7 days with 25 gigabytes of any-use data for only $1,040. Download the Top Up Flow app today to unlock exclusive deals.
Good morning. If you're just joining us, you didn't miss anything because you're right on time. Because it's time, show time. When I'm talking about show time, when I say show, Tami will say time. Show
time.
It's time to introduce the headliner herself.
Our favorite day of the teak. It is the news queen herself, TK.
And now we can sing. When TK come pan up, we don't want bad news pan up, only good news pan up, with the vibes pan it up, pan up, pop. Hey, you go,
girl.
You go.
Come through, girl.
I feel like you're going to make people start to expect like some kind of DJ, you know.
I feel like you should surprise us one week.
I will do that. Not this week. Good morning. Let's jump into the headlines, shall we? First up, you said you don't want bad news. I think this is pretty good news. Chinese investors offer expertise to strengthen Jamaica's construction industry. So Chinese business operators have pledged to share their resources and expertise to enhance the island's construction sector. Yu Cheng Tao, CEO of Brothers Concepts and Solutions, the construction company building the Pinnacle in Montego Bay, announced plans to expand training opportunities by integrating more Jamaican engineers into the team. This isn't just about building the Pinnacle, it's about building Jamaica's future construction expertise, Tao told an audience of nearly 1,000 guests during the Chinese Spring Festival in Montego Bay on Sunday. The festival forms part of the Chinese New Year celebrations. We can teach everything from basic construction skills to advanced engineering techniques, he explained, emphasizing that once trained, the Jamaicans will be able to apply these skills to various projects across the island. I think that's great.
Awesome.
I love it.
That's great news. And you know, when you're learning something from someone who know what they are doing, oh God, trust me. And I like the picture of that Jamaican engineer in that same picture with the Chinese engineer. It's a good look, you know. And what you teach me, you can't take it back. I learned it forever.
It does create a long-lasting effect, and it really can change. It's back to that whole thing about, you know, you can give us a fish or you can teach us how to fish. And I can imagine that there are mixed emotions about this as well too, but I think overall it's a good thing, and I think it's always a great opportunity for us to learn, and how we implement that is, you know, going to be important in the future. I would love for my children to want to become an engineer or to want to, you know, because I feel like in the future that's going to be such a big role. When you see every minute some building is going up. The more we can learn, the better it is for all of us.
Yeah. I concur. Completely agree.
What I love about this is, and we say it often here, is that when you can exchange ideas from country to country, it can totally revolutionize the country that's learning or the country that's teaching as well. And so maybe it's not that Jamaican engineers didn't know how to do it or weren't proficient, but if they even say, no, don't instead of doing this, then this, if you switch it and you do that, then that, it changes the game, and you're like, I never even thought of that, just because we've always been doing it the way that we've been doing it. It gives us a new way of looking at things, learning things. I love it, and I'm looking forward to more buildings being built by our locals.
But I love the idea that you said too as well, that when we exchange ideas, because I do believe that being here presents different challenges that they have to then work around, figure out,
and learn how to navigate,
and learn from us too, as you said. You know? So it's a win-win.
All right, so next up, not so great news, but you know, hang in there. Thousands evacuate Santorini as earthquakes strike island. So thousands have evacuated the island of Santorini after more than 300 earthquakes were recorded near the Greek island in the last 48 hours. Can you imagine? Authorities have closed schools and warned against large indoor gatherings, with experts warning that tremors could continue for weeks. No major damage has been reported on the island so far, but emergency measures are being taken as a precaution. Santorini is a popular tourist destination, but most of those leaving are locals, as February is outside the peak tourist season. Around Santorini, besides the island's impressive volcano crater, there are other volcanoes beneath the surface of the sea, as well as several tectonic plates that can cause strong earthquakes due to their movements. In 1956, a magnitude 7.7 and 7.2 earthquakes and subsequent tsunamis caused numerous casualties and severe destruction in the region.
And as you can see, so much of it is set cliffside. So they would really feel immediately the effects of that.
Earthquakes were at
300?
Can you?
3 is too much for me in 48 hours. 3, okay, girl? Like, me can't
You and I
about a 3
both.
earthquake in a 48
You and I both.
hour. 300?
Well, thankfully, there's no major damage, there's no casualties, there's no
that's
thank
wild.
God. But can you imagine the amount of fear and just the, no, it's not 300?
No, I don't love that for them.
And more to come, same way.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, it's a place that's so frequently visited. Always tourists there. It's so beautiful. I'd love to go there one day. Never been in my life. But I'm going to wait till it calms down a little.
We'll ask Yendi how it is. How was Santorini the 14 times you went?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway.
All right, so ready for the Why Not Wednesday headline?
Please, Lord of mercy, let it be good.
Them can't do me bad. All right, so a man who lives on cruise ships for 25 years.
No, man. I'm going to stop right there, so let's go to the break. Oh, you can't live by that. No,
Mario Salcedo, a Cuban businessman known as Super Mario, has spent 25 years living on cruise ships and recently revealed he has developed a condition called mal de departamento syndrome, MDDS, making him feel like he's swaying even on land. He recently completed his 1,000th voyage with Royal Caribbean, spending around $101,000 annually on cruises, and I'm going to assume that's not Jamaican.
No.
Salcedo enjoys a relaxed lifestyle at sea, working only 5 hours a day and being treated like royalty by the crew. While many dream of living on a cruise, the transition from vacation to permanent life at sea can lead to unexpected health effects. MDDS symptoms typically resolve within 24 hours but can sometimes persist for much longer. Mario said nothing could lure him away from his chosen cruise because he gets treated like royalty. About his journeys with Royal Caribbean, the captains all know me. Well, I can imagine.
They do.
I can imagine that would be a
$101,000 whatever dollars that is. But you know, at the first time I was on a cruise, I got up the morning and I looked to the left, I saw only sea. I looked to the right, I saw only sea. Forward and backward, only sea, and I'm like,
not for me.
This is
Really?
not
I've never been
comforting.
on a cruise.
Cruising is my favorite thing.
Really?
It wasn't
I love it.
comforting at all, and you know, for
I love it.
hours a day.
Every time when Wayne
no
comes
land.
off of the cruise, because he goes on the Jamrock cruise almost every year, like he has a few days where he has to like recalibrate, and it's not a great feeling. But I don't know, I have a hard time. I mean, is that any different from somebody maybe moving into like a all-inclusive hotel?
I was just about to say, that's like
When you
living
say
a vacation. Can you imagine living a vacation?
Except if you do something too many times, it's no longer a vacation, it's just your life.
Well, some foreigners think that coming to Jamaica is living a vacation.
Yeah,
They
we
think
live
that
where you vacate, you remember that whole thing?
Yeah,
but not really.
Nobody
not really serve your breakfast in your bed and you know just go to the buffet and just pick up your food. Like you have to work.
I mean, good for Super Mario, but you know, I'll pass.
Super Mario, I feel you. I understand. I like it.
Not
I like it.
years.
I like it.
It's a nice getaway. But
For 25 years though,
let's just say this. I don't see things the way you do.
So you wouldn't
SEA, I got you.
So you wouldn't move into an all-inclusive, like you're retired, you're in an all-inclusive, you have your space, your home, your bedroom, your living room, your everything, but you just go downstairs for food and
No.
It lose
I would.
I like the changing of days. I like that everything is a little different some days. You know, even though we have a lot of mundane moments, I like the idea of doing something new and different.
So why you couldn't do something new and different on the resort?
Because you know, part of it is that it creates this same
routine.
experience and you know over and over again.
Fair enough.
in my opinion.
Sure,
Fair enough.
You want to get away and come back and get away again.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have.
TK's gonna get away from us for a short while and she'll be back
Poor TK.
at 7 a.m.
TK's like Wednesday is not my favorite.
Coming up next, we're talking songs. That's not a mistake. We're talking songs and Psalms of Redemption in Wednesday's service. But first, a quick break. Stick around.
Oh, come on. Just do it. Just do it. Go on. Just do it. Do it. There you go.
There it is.
The Ministry of National Security presents Cyber Smart Conference 2025, February 11 to 12 from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the AC Marriott Hotel under the theme Stay Safe in Cyberspace. Join leading experts and professionals to advance cybersecurity practices and build a safer cyberspace for all. Gain the knowledge and tools to address emerging threats in the digital world. To register and for more details, visit mns.gov.jm. That's the Cyber Smart Conference 2025, February 11 to 12 at the AC Marriott Hotel. See you there!
Pure Jamaican ginger, make your tea. Flavor of your drinks. And spice up your cooking. Everything tastes better with a toops of pure ginger.
We are back in the cut.
Why if you talk about we're back?
This I beg an early creed.
I'm just saying though.
Just saying.
You, how are you, man? Two is better than too many. Yes. Lick me chip right so me say, yo, that no one do.
People are ask if we turn friend again. You link me in a G and say let's make bygones
Be bygones. Deeper than that. Are you give me the first big song?
We not going under.
You spend as much time in the limelight as you spend behind bars. What was the darkest time?
We are get to youth and we have ego and I start me say no God have a hand in it. I couldn't me alone.
Straight from the narrow now, make no ram turn.
If you don't like Sizzler, you must love Shango.
Yo, that body. And if you even rate Jamie Foxx, you must rate Django.
One teach.
One mash.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow.
proud to supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
Triumphantly, won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs.
Emancipate yourself from mental. Listen, it is that song, that iconic song. All right, Sunrise family, welcome back from the Israelites in Egypt to the freedom fighters of history. Faith has always been a refuge for the oppressed. And right here in Jamaica, our music has carried the cry for justice, redemption, and liberation, deeply rooted in scripture and spirit. So, as we celebrate both the Reggae Month and Black History Month, we want to explore how the gospel of Christ speaks to both personal and collective redemption. Joining us this morning is pastor and leadership coach Christopher Morgan from Go for God Family Church to break it all down for us. Good morning. Good morning. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. You know, it's Reggae Month, and oftentimes we hear some reggae songs that have scripture in it. You know, is there a connection? Can you identify an obvious connection between some of our music and redemption and themes from scripture?
Well, definitely. The undergirding truth in the Bible really is talking to us being free, you know, and that John 8 verse that says, you know, if the Son sets you free, you will really be free indeed. You know, so the Bible, Old Testament and New Testament, really is trying to get us to a place where we are free and are truly free. You know, as Garvey said and Marley sang, we must emancipate ourselves from the mental slavery, because we can be free from chains and still be enslaved, even in our mind. So God and Jesus, they came to set us free. You know.
I think it's Isaiah 61:1 says that the Spirit of the Lord is upon me to set the captives free. Is there a particular song outside that one that you know and hear and say, that's that scripture that you can recall now?
A particular song that I would say is scripture. Well, I can tell you some, a reggae song. Absolutely. I think that there are indeed a lot of songs, a lot of what Bob Marley sang.
Scripture in there.
No Woman Don't Cry and One Love, and a lot of what was coming out of that prophetic movement from Bob Marley and others are songs rooted in scripture that want to set us free. But here's the problem. I was downtown one time watching a football match, and it's exciting. It's Sunday evening, food cooking, hair getting braided, everybody on the football field, on the streets playing. But this Bob Marley song was playing. And everybody, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind. And, everybody is singing it. And I asked the question, though we're singing about freedom, though nobody is in chains, are we really free? Are we really free enough to be who God has created us to be? I don't know if our songs go deep enough to allow us to be free enough, because it is, even though we don't have chains, I don't think enough persons understand who they are really free to be.
Right.
But it's a deeper question. I think the answer is in singing the songs that set us free. Interestingly enough, what Bob Marley was saying was, won't you help me to sing songs of freedom, because in all of what is happening, it is all I have. When he checked it out, all he had was these songs of freedom, and his vision was to sing songs of freedom. I think the answer, indeed, is in singing songs that will set us free.
I remember being on a show and I was singing Marley's song, let them all pass all their dirty. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hope? And it's a song that people sing with one love and they dance, but they never stop to listen. And is there a place for hopeless sinners? Absolutely. Is there a place?
I want to talk a little bit about your book, DNA. And, we're talking a lot about freedom and the freedom to be who we are meant to be. How does your book help people to unlock that part of themselves.
Well, I like the word you use, because it really is, the goal is to unlock and to activate what is already inside. You know, to be free to be who God created us to be. And oftentimes we don't go far back enough. What happened to our country, you know, to black people, was their past was stolen from them, the history. And you can't go forward if you don't understand where you come from, you know. So really, we talk about who God created us to be, and we talk about the attributes of God that he breathed into us. You know, we all are builders, we all are owners, we all are creatives. Truly, we all can press on to excellence. We all are winners, and so forth. And we aren't talking about it enough. I wrote about it, you know, in hopes that it will be activated. It's a book. But interestingly enough, I don't think reading it is enough, and I don't think talking about it is enough. I believe we do need to change what we're singing, because the power that is in the song, I think, is at times even more powerful than it is in the written word. Our ability to declare, again, as Bob Marley said, help me to sing it, because it's all I have. And when he sang it, it came alive, you know. So my hope is that we will be singing songs of our freedom, and the freedom to be who we really are created to be.
And that's our DNA. That's what is already built into us.
In us, activated.
I want to ask, for somebody who's watching now, who, you know, they hear that, but they don't really know how to put that in a practical sense. Is there one thing that you could give our listeners today that would say, you know, here's a practical thing you could maybe do today to help unlock that a little bit? So I say that the book says to activate your personal purpose. Is there one thing that you could say to somebody today is, you know, just try this and see how that changes your day, even by 10% today?
Yeah, well, if I only have time to say one thing, I would stick to the theme and what it is you guys want to say, which is look at the power that is in a song. I have found, and I'm sure you have, as a singer, and you as a kind of a singer, you found that one of the things that activate us more than anything else is a song. Let me tell you a very, very quick story. Short. And it is this. I was dealing with a young lady and counseling her through all of her issues. And nothing was working. Nothing I said, all of my activation tools, all the word I got, everything. Eventually got to the place where I put some earphones in her ears, and I pressed play. And she was listening to this. She was listening to what I put on for her to listen to. And then tears started to come down her eyes. And she stood up and she just started to sing. She said, I will survive. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. You know, I got all my life to live. I got all my love to live. I will survive. I will survive. And singing I will survive got her to, it activated her. It unlocked the survivor in her that would say to that man, go on now, go. Walk out the door. Nobody come around here no more. You know, I don't need you anymore.
Transport us.
You know, so one of the most powerful forces on earth that God has given us, and we need to be mindful of it in this month, is that we do have the power to sing our way out of situations. The right song in your life can and will set you free. If you sing it loud enough, sing it strong enough, and often enough, I believe it has the power to unlock.
I love that.
More than just words on paper. You know, so if we can get the right songs, indeed, in the lives of people, they can be free indeed.
I love that. But speaking of words on paper, where can we find your book? Where can we find out more information about where people can see you or hear more about what you do? Yeah.
Sure, thank you. Well, if you go to Amazon and you type DNA, Christopher Morgan, you will see it there on Amazon. You can get the e-copy immediately and so forth. We also sell it every week at Shortwood Teachers College at Go for God Family Church. It is there. You can come and pick it up and so forth. Incidentally, like the men at our church, and we have a lot of men at Go for God Family Church, and we're going through this book over the next 6 weeks. So you know, that's how we're going to be chewing on it. But it is available online on Amazon, as well as you can come to Go for God Family Church and hear us talk about this. You know?
Yeah, and find yourself a song.
Find a song.
Any song that you're loving right now? So many, right? It's hard to choose.
There are many songs. I'm a worshiper.
Yes.
And a lot of these songs that we say, so there's some challenges in church because some churches are still singing slave songs. Some churches are still singing songs where we're picturing ourselves bound, you know, and going up yonder to meet with God. And when the saints go marching in, and we're trying to get out of here, you know, those were the songs that were given. Those are the songs that the slaves were saying, let's just sing something enough to get us to heaven. You know, if we find the right church that's worshiping the true and living God, we will be singing songs that give us freedom now and appropriates all of who God says we are now. So there are lots of great worship songs.
Now, they say, we're gonna close on this. I just skipped to page 73. I'm reading from the book. It says, eternal life is a present possession.
Come on, that's
which
it.
Which means it begins. It says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Not after you're dead.
Right now.
Right.
To the exact point. This one is yours, sir. And I can bring one for you. One
Thank
for
you
your
so
husband
much
as
for
well.
joining us today. I appreciate you waking up early
Anytime.
and sharing with us. That was Pastor Christopher Morgan reminding us that true freedom isn't just about breaking chains. It's about walking boldly in your purpose.
Amen.
When we come back, we turn the pages on an incredible new book that mixes adventure, activism, and a little bit of Jamaican magic. Sunrise Book Club is up next.
These songs of freedom, 'cause all I ever have, redemption songs,
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Freight.
Where the difference is made, where titles are decided, where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Nardo!
What going on,
man? So you good? I've been here before. I can recall many nights up at Ewing, hungry a killer, but guess what? There was some saving grace, a beacon of light and hope. On this episode of Corner Office, we are about to find out more about who. Nardo! Who is Nardo? Where the man you come from? Guess what? Over Nardo where we reach now. Nardo, pull up to a chair now. Meet us over front, Nardo.
Alright.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
When a Rastafarian Callaloo, a posh rose, and a protester layer chicken team up with a 12-year-old boy to stop a highway from destroying their home. No, this isn't a new animated series, even though it probably should be. It's a wildly creative and thought-provoking story behind the boy, the plants, and the animals. And this morning, we have the brilliant mind behind it all, author Roger O. Williams, here to tell us about this unique blend of fantasy, environmental awareness, and Jamaican culture. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
A very good morning, Roger. Fascinating.
Hi, Roger. I just read that and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And so I want to start there. This book is really about habitat loss. And I just want to start, why habitat loss?
Well, habitat loss, it's a global issue. It's not just in Jamaica, and it affects animals a lot. One of the main contributing factors to a habitat loss is deforestation, and that affects animals' habitat in terms of their living space, their breeding ground, their feeding ground. And habitat loss, it doesn't only affect animals, it affects human beings too. Clearing away vast majority of lands to build, agriculture, to build plazas, to build hotels, and clearing away all these trees can lead up to soil erosion. And trees play a very important part in our ecosystem in terms of oxygen and everything like that. So I believe that habitat loss is an issue that's not so much discussed in Jamaica. A lot of people are not aware of it. So that's the reason why I think, since I'm an rights activist, and it also is a contributing factor to affecting animals' lives, I feel it is very important for me to write this story.
I think it's timely too, because we've heard discussions recently, even last year, about habitat loss, in different circles. But I don't know if it's deliberate, but what kind of change or changes do you expect this book or your story people to take away from the central topic in the story? Is it a deliberate attempt to inspire a particular change?
Yes, what I want the relevant authority, or what you call them, the statutory bodies, these are people who have the authority to approve or deny the permit. I want them to be more mindful in terms of be more aware of the environment impact assessment, not just the economical side of it too. So they have a choice where they can look more deeply into the issue. Should we run this? Should we clear away this land to build this hotel? Should we run this highway through this particular hill, through this particular forest? And even to the regular person, if they are weeding out their backyard and they see a tree and there's a bird nest inside that tree, should they weed around the tree and know that if they chop down the tree, they're gonna the animals is gonna lose their home, the babies and stuff like that. So in all aspects, I just want even the general public, not only the people are aware of the issue. I need a dialogue to this book to start a dialogue on the topic.
Yeah, I like that, and especially starting the dialogue with children, so that as they grow, they have this in mind. And you make such a good point about us also doing it just in our homes, just around our spaces, just having the conversation about it. We see so many buildings going up all the time. You do address habitat loss, but there are other themes in this book. Could you tell us about some of those?
One of them is delinquency. Delinquency is a very serious topic in Jamaica too, because I personally believe if a delinquent child doesn't get rounded up, whether it's a father figure, a mother figure, uncle figure, that child can grow up to be some form of nuisance to the society. So I think it's important we need to go back to what we call the village raise the children, and the village to be more active in growing up a child around them. So delinquency is a serious issue that needs to be taken seriously.
Amazing stuff, fascinating stuff. I mean, I'm intrigued, and I want to read that book.
Yeah, it's very
absolutely,
interesting.
Yes. And the characters are interesting. The characters' names are also interesting. And marijuana. Well, we could talk about this all morning. Your mind is always an intriguing and fascinating place when you pour out your creativity in books. And I'm impressed. And
where can we get this book? Where can we find out more?
Oh, it's on Amazon. It's definitely for now. It's only on Amazon.
Okay.
in paperback and Kindle. And I'll be doing the audiobook soon.
I love that. I think we need more audiobooks for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for. Go ahead, IT.
Thank you so much, Roger. Awesome. What an amazing way to mix storytelling and real world issues.
Love that.
Many thanks to Arthur Roger O. Williams for stepping into our book club this morning. Coming up next, if your pocket needs a little boost, stay right there. We're talking about an investment opportunity that could make your money work harder for you.
Love that. I want to know.
Thank you.
Your country is an election day worker? Apply at your nearest EOJ constituency office. Bring your valid ID and TRN. Together, we can ensure free and fair elections.
JN Bank Small Business Loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in real life.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't fit the dark, shine your lights
Money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love. Money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love.
I don't know who don't love this song. Even if they don't love the song, they love what the song is saying. Money in my pocket.
You just stop right there, so.
Thank you for choosing to ride with Sunshine. Welcome back. All right. I don't know who doesn't love the sound of their money multiplying. Well, Mayberry's Bondberry Trant Tree is offering a secured bond that promises big returns with a minimum investment of just 20,000 Jamaican. It's more accessible than you might think. Here to tell us how we can skyrocket our pockets is AVP of Investment Banking at Mayberry Investments, Rachel Curlew. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for
This is
having me.
exciting.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
It is.
First of all, before we get into the question, that word TRANCHE, just explain it for us.
This is the thing. This is why people feel so intimidated. You know, because we have some word where we say, what that? What that? So I want you to explain everything today that we're going to talk about. Like you're explaining it to somebody like myself.
Like a 2-year-old.
Me, I'm not two, but I'm not up on it, you know? So I want you to explain everything to me like, you know, you would somebody who has no understanding. So I think the first place, apart from Trant, we want to start is if you can give us an overview of the new bond prospectus that you guys recently launched.
Sure.
Like a 2-year-old.
It's a line in a movie, actually.
So it's a public bond offering that we're launching to raise $2.3 billion from the market with the ability to upsize to $3.3 3 billion. We're offering investors attractive interest rate at 10.25% per annum fixed for 2 years. And this is payable quarterly, so you can expect a check every 3 months with your interest payments. So tranche is just a fancy way in the finance market space to call phases of bonds. So would have launched a 6 billion offering in January of 2023 across 4 tranches or 4 phases, 4 part sections. So tranche 3, so tranche 3 is just another part.
So what motivated the issuance of this new, let me use the word, of this new tranche of bonds?
So as I mentioned, in 2023 we launched a big public bond offering. So the old tranche 3 bonds matured 2 weeks ago. So we're now refinancing this additional debt, and any upsized amount, I mentioned we do want to upsize to 3.3 billion. So any upsized amount we will use to grow our loan portfolio. So, here we are both meeting our financial obligations along with providing investment opportunities for our clients.
There's always a relationship between risk and return. And I know at 10.25, those persons who are risk averse would want to know, is my money secure? Talk to them about this bond offering.
Great point. So yes, it is secured. It's secured against our loan portfolio and the assets that back our loan portfolios. So here, the collateral in that loan portfolio, it has listed equities, investment grade bonds, government security, and real estate assets, providing collateral coverage of up to 2 times your loan balance. So there is more than ample security to cover this transaction if anything should go south.
Awesome, that sounds good. And talk to them now, having assured them about this security, talk to them about how they go about investing and participating, applying for this bond.
Okay, so first step, you need to visit www.mayberryinv.com or www.bondberryja.com. You will find the prospectus there. I encourage all investors to read the prospectus. You need to understand the terms of the bonds, the risk associated with the bond, and there's also an application guideline that gives very simple steps on how to apply. If you are a Mayberry client, of course, you can apply through our portal. But Sagicor has also come on board as a selling agent. So if you have a JCSD brokerage account with Sagicor, you can also apply through Sagicor. Or you can just come down to Mayberry, ask for me, and I'll walk you through this.
Oh, I like that. That's easy.
Yeah, you mentioned knowing the terms and conditions.
Yes.
So I don't know if you could just go through the specific terms and conditions if investors are interested.
Sure. So I want to highlight 4 terms. So first one, interest rate is 10.25%, which is payable quarterly, and this is fixed for 2 years. So every 3 months, you're going to get an interest payment.
Second, fixed for 2 years means I can't touch the money in 2 years.
Oh, no. So the second point, the bonds are tradable on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So if after 6 months you're strapped for cash and you want to exit your position, you can sell your bonds on the stock exchange. So the fixed element of the interest rate is just securing. You're locking in 10.25% on this investment every year. That's not going to change. It's not variable, it's fixed. Awesome. So in the market right now, rates are trending down. The government rates are as low as 6%. So this investment is offering 4% higher than the government rate. So it's good to know that you're getting 4% higher than what the Bank of Jamaica is giving you, and this is secured for 2 years in a falling interest rate environment.
Yeah, and for someone who has, meaning if somebody's listening who has never done this before, this sounds like a great place to start. It sounds like a great way to get your foot in. So I don't know if somebody's watching that thinks, maybe now is the time. So I like that. It feels like, it's something that is attainable and something that you can do, which I like.
Yes. And it's just 20,000. The minimum is 20,000 to invest, no maximum amount. So, if you invest 20,000, you will get 2,050 at the end of year 1. 4,100 at year 2. If you invest $1 million, 102,500 after year 1, and you can expect 205,000 after year 2. So it's a good investment.
We're going to be talking even after the
I
break,
like your maths. It's maths in.
It's maths in.
Many thanks to Rachel for joining us this morning. We're going to take a short break, and then it's over to TK for your morning news. Let's figure this out.
Can you add to the one, each one? Can you add?
Free insurance or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVM TV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. People's National Party St. Andrew Eastern Standard Bearer Patricia Duncan Sutherland is raising concern over an alleged surge in crime in some St. Andrew communities, an issue which has forced some residents engaging the services of private security. All this while the security forces say the claim is being investigated. Shante McNeil has that story.
Conflicting claims are emerging over reported surge in robberies and break-ins in Mona Heights and Hope Pastures St. Andrew. Opposition Standard Bearer for St. Andrew East, Patricia Duncan Sutherland, says the residents living in the communities, which fall in close proximity to the University of the West Indies, have raised serious concerns.
Truth is that Mona and Hope Pastures, whereas we don't have violent crimes in those areas, we have a significant level of petty crimes, robberies, hold-ups, but not necessarily with weapons that are not guns, but maybe knives.
She says domestic workers are among those most affected.
The people, a lot of the helpers and the gardeners are the ones who are the victims of those crimes because they walk on the road. And then there's also the issue of some housebreaking.
CVM News contacted the area police, who disclosed that while these crimes are possible, they have no reports of any surge in the area and will be investigating the matter. According to them, many incidents go unreported. That contradicts the caretaker's claim that the local Citizens Association has been working closely with the police to address the situation. However, she says some residents are now turning to alternative security measures.
But I find that a lot more citizens are using private security because they are not yet confident that the police will be able to address the situation and protect them prior to the crime happening.
Duncan Sutherland says she intends to collaborate with the police to find solutions.
I will be meeting with the police and to try to get them to talk more with the citizens so that we can have more preventative methodology put in place, more patrols, more presence in the communities so that the people can feel safe in their communities.
According to Jamaica Constabulary Force data, over 60 major crimes, including robberies and break-ins, were recorded in St. Andrew in 2024. Shante McNeil, CVM News.
Meanwhile, work is now underway along Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew following sustained complaints about poor conditions and frequent sewage overflows. The action comes after a fiery protest on Monday where taxi operators blocked the road and withdrew their services, demanding urgent intervention. One protester expressed disappointment that such drastic measures were necessary to get the authorities to act. However, while repairs are underway, he reminds that related drainage issues must also be addressed.
The road them need a proper repair. This is what we're doing on the back right now, a little shingle. That's all to take off a little pressure off away. But right now, we need the sewage to start out because the scent affects everybody. You could imagine for the Sunday evening having a dinner and all these scents are blowing through your window. And you mean you tell me say you sit down and eat like that? Come on, man. You got to do better.
And in sports, Garfield Jones and Cherie Bryan captured the main races at the second stages of the Arden Optima 5K road race on Sunday. Over 800 participants took part in the run-walk event in aid of the school's building of a wellness center. Arden was presented with $200,000 from Guardian Life Insurance Company. The winners were delighted that they were able to make a contribution towards the building block by participating in the race. Chairperson of the Arden Alumni Foundation, Flo Darby, was pleased with the turnout of athletes.
I came out to run a certain time. I came out to run 15 minutes, but however, that did not happen because the race marshal took us to the wrong route. So I had to turn back and start over into the real route. So that messed up the time. Right now, I'm in a good shape because I'm training for a full marathon, which will be in the next 2 weeks. So I'm really fit.
Well, I just wanted to come out and run. Arden is my alma mater, so I was just here to support. Well, I run at least 3 times for the week. I'm a part of Train Fit Club Mile Chasers.
Go out there and execute. I think I did a lot of training this week, last week. My plan was to come out here and do a 24 minutes, but I know the hills would have given me a little bit of a challenge. So I pushed anyway to see how much I could do, and I did a 25, 23, which is respectable.
We plan to build a wellness center right over there, and the center will provide all kinds of take care of all our health needs. It will have a sick bay for teachers and students, and it will provide for our students psychological care, mental care, any kind of thing that you think to be well. So it's going to be state of the art building. Last year we had 500. This year we had well over 800. I'm not sure of the final count, but up to yesterday it was over 800. So we're excited. We're growing.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
JPS. Aye, my JPS app. Yeah. The mobile app, brave as I said, hap. With the mobile app, you feel know you can't flop the app in a happiness. Cause what? My JPS app easy to not riddle my light of it bright and it moon. If I want thing me love me JPS app, me I tell you about it in the tune. My JPS app easy to not riddle for me light of it bright and it moon. If I want thing me love me JPS app, yeah we fully outside with the crew. JPS, pouring what matters.
Black Stallion, formulated with natural herbs and regular usage, will improve strength, stamina, and performance. Black Stallion now has horny goat weed to give maximum satisfaction. Black Stallion now has strong back roots to strengthen your upper and lower back muscle. Know your Black Stallion.
For strength, stamina, and performance, Black Stallion, the bedroom tonic. The stallion in you. the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Nardo! So you good? I've been here before. I can recall many nights up at Yohan, hungry a killer, but guess what? There was some saving grace, a beacon of light and hope. On this episode of Corner Office, we are about to find out more about who? Nardo! Who is Nardo? Where the money come from? Guess what? Over Nardo where we reach now. Nardo, pull up to a chair now. Meet us up front, Nardo. All right.
When you ain't by my side, the only time I miss you, girl, is when you ain't by my side. So stay, my love, with me, girl, for some time.
Can you feel it? It's reggae. It's reggae month. It's reggae music. Thanks for sticking with us. The Lion of Zion will be celebrating 80 years come tomorrow, February 6th, if you didn't know, and the celebrations are in full swing. Bob Marley's music, message and mission continue to inspire generations, and this year's theme, Uprising. Remember that album? Uprising. Remind us all to stand firm in our purpose. Today, we are joined by reggae recording artist Yohan Marley, who's carrying on the Marley legacy. Of course, Walkerswood Sales and Marketing Director Sean Garbett are the key partner in making these celebrations a reality. To hear more about the plans in place for this amazing celebration, welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for waking up so early.
Yeah.
I'm early riser.
Early riser? Yes. You too, Yohan?
No. I had a feeling. You know, Yohan, this is so interesting. I feel like so many people have their own personal connections to Bob Marley. You know, we all have our own stories and reasons why, but you stand in a little bit of a different position because this is your lineage. And so I just wanted to know, when you hear Bob Marley, what does that mean to you personally?
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Awesome.
I love that.
Yes. and I mean, I don't know if I want to say the cliche thing like music chose me or I chose music. But I mean, what does that say in terms of your relationship with music? The answer you just gave about Grandpa, were you just destined or you just get up and discover that, this is me?
Yeah, it's me, and also it's a duty. You know? So I'm doing my part.
To carry on the legacy.
Yes, I am.
And you are doing that awesomely.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you, Sean, a little bit about why Walkerswood is on board to really get this celebration going. Why is that so important?
Well, you know, from us, you know, we very much pride ourselves on being part of Brand Jamaica. You know, we all play our role, but you know, with the movie that came out, just telling the story, it very much just brought back, you know, Bob and Jamaica in the spotlight. And the reality is that Bob remains to this day Jamaica's #1 brand ambassador. You know what I mean? Like, his music and message is what still drives people to want to come and see what is really Jamaica about. And, you know, so we reached out to the Bob Marley family and their foundation and said, you know, how can we come together and do something to really celebrate? We know that, you know, the 80th milestone is coming up. And so what we did is we took one of our newest products, our green seasoning, which we see as, you know, it's an all-purpose, and it really has kind of extended beyond the normal bounds of Caribbean, you know, like everyday mainstream consumers, as we call them, falling in love with the product. It went from March 2023, when we launched it, by July, it's the #2 seller for Walkerswood in Jamaica and growing to that position around the world. So we came up with a collab, and through the foundation, we've actually included an image of Bob on the label.
Yeah, I noticed that.
We've
it looks
renamed
really
it,
great.
you know, the One Love Green Seasoning, and it is truly an honor of Robert Nesta Marley.
And speaking of honor, Yohan, I know you're often asked about your grandfather's influence. I want to ask you about that, plus your father's influence, because Stephen is that son of Bob who is highly respected as a musician and also as a singer-songwriter. Trust me, I mean, what is your takeaway from both?
Greatness, you know, it's really greatness.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no other way to explain it.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like, it feels like such big shoes to fill, but you are finding your own way through that and navigating that as well. Yeah.
Is there a particular influence when you go to music that you take from either one of them that they say, I really like this particular thing, I want to replicate it?
It's like a Bible,
Okay.
So, these psalms might be fitting for today.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, I can't say there's any one particular song.
Yeah.
Where's the special place? In the studio recording or on stage performing live from people?
It's two different experiences, So for me, I love the studio, but I also love performing. That's where,
And you put a lot of energy in the performance,
I get a lot of energy.
True. It's a give and take,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so-
I love that. I want to ask Sean, this label, are we going to be seeing it just for February, or is it here to stay?
No, we have a multi-year deal, and we'll see how the collaboration kind of grows, and the potential maybe for other products to kind of come along and join and stand beside it. But the response has been amazing. I mean, when we've kind of hinted to some of our international partners who are major chains that normally give you a very hard time, once we kind of prips them and say, hey, this is a collaboration we're working on, they're like, all right, I have some space I can find for you. So no, the early feedback. So actually today is when we did our reveal. We kind of were teasing a little bit that there's, a link up coming up. Two legendary items coming together. We both pride ourselves as being Saint Anne Parishina people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're basically taking it to the world. And I mean, we see this now being able to kind of really just expand into broader markets, into more mainstream areas, and just showcase brand Jamaica.
Yeah, I didn't think the green seasoning could get any better, but there it is. It looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
I want to ask you, are you a man who spend time in the kitchen cooking up a meal?
Yes.
Good.
Right.
Yes.
What's your go-to meal?
Depends.
Depends.
Well, whatever word I can tell you, we love this at home, and we put it for everything. The other day, we need to dash it in my porridge.
I need a recipe for that one, but it goes far, But again, this is for you guys to share with love.
I just want to for anybody watching, lots of celebrations coming out. Like maybe you could just tell us why people should join in, and maybe even how people can be a part of the celebrations this year.
Well, of course, if you can find your way to the Bob Marley Museum tomorrow or Emancipation Park in the evening, some really great stuff happening. In talking with the team, some of the stuff that they're putting together to really re-energize and reinvigorate Bob and his legacy is just amazing. I mean, it's hard to put into words some of the reveals. So the best thing is follow along. I think they have a Tough Gong YouTube channel link where you can watch it streaming on live. So if you're not in Jamaica, all around the world you can catch on tomorrow and what's going on. They have throughout the year other things planned, but I'll let them speak more to that.
And catch on, where can they watch Yohan's performance tomorrow?
On the Tough Gong.
The Tough Gong streaming.
Broadcasting from what location?
Probably
from the museum.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Perfect.
All right.
Two great brands come together. Can't say anything more about that. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna grab maybe 4 of those.
That was a talented Yohan Marley and Walker's Wood, Sean Garbutt representing Uprising 80s. Time for another break, but there's more. Sunrise on the flip side.
You're getting so creative. I really like it. Happy for you.
For some time, stay, darling.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The Time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency.
Flow brings new prepaid plans for everywhere you move. With more data to power the way you play, progress, and how you bring your vibe to the world. Flow has reimagined prepaid mobile plans with more data to use anywhere you like. Get 7 days with 25 gigabytes of any use data for only $1,040. Download the Top Up Flow app today to unlock exclusive deals.
I'm
Jamaican.
You are Jamaican. We are Jamaican. And the national budget is our business because it impacts every Jamaican. From healthcare to education
To the road conditions.
to security for my family. The national budget is my business.
No, sister. It is our business. The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Hey, I'm having to dig deep. Why? Because on Saturday the 8th of February, I'm playing in Jamaica at Tranquility Gardens, Duns River Park. It's for Gary's big birthday. But I'm also playing with Bass Odyssey. So I gotta dig deep. See you there.
The song is saying clear road all the folks are coming. So it's basically saying get out the way because we're marching.
My experience has been one of re-engaging with the history and the fact that we're Jamaicans, and for many of us we may not understand the value of such an experience in terms of understanding our culture.
Of course, you're seeing a kaleidoscope, a potpourri, a colorful picture of Jamaican culture live on screen. Listen, you're on Sunrise. Thanks for staying with us. Long before Jamaica was independent, the Maroons were already living free, defying colonial rule, preserving African traditions, and shaping our national identity. But their story isn't just one of the past. It's alive and thriving today. This morning, we're honored to welcome leader of the Akongpong Maroons, Chief Richard Curry, alongside historian author Bev Carey, to explore the impact and evolution of Maroon history right here in Jamaica.
Good morning. Morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. Lovely to have you both. Bev, I'd love you to just start by sharing a brief history of how Maroons came to be and the significance of the 1739 treaty.
All right, great. Thank you again. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Are you hearing me?
We can hear you.
We can hear and see.
Okay. So it's important for us to understand the context of who these people we describe as Maroons are. And the Maroons aren't a thing of the past. Yes, we are still here. The Maroons was a name given to those persons who resided on the island, as well as those who joined them in a fight for captivity against the oppressive nature of slavery and the invaders that came to our island. So who are these people? We know some of the first natives that we were labeled Arawaks or Tainos, and prior to Columbus, the identity was defined as Moors. Now, the amalgamation of these peoples, along with those who we freed from plantations or those who escaped and could join us, we were all given the name Maroon, which came from the Spanish term cimarron, which means wild and untamed. And for the nature of who we are, we were resistance. We were resisting what was being brought to our shores. And for that, the label that has been given to us has been referred in the legal documentation and representation of our people in that treaty, which actually 1738 and ratified 1739.
That's a quick history lesson that I think I personally find very informative, and I always learn when I hear about our Maroon history. But I don't know if you're asking this question, but I wanted to ask Chief Curry that the Maroons were granted autonomy centuries ago. But I want to ask, what does Maroon sovereignty looks like now in modern Jamaica?
So, two important things based on what you just asked. One, the Maroons weren't granted anything, right? We literally fought to defend what we already had, right? What the treaty did was to formally recognize with a favored nation this understanding between these two equals at the time in which that treaty was being crafted was the understanding of the nature of who the participants to this treaty was. The nature of this treaty is that it created a separate jurisdiction, one that was governed by the British and one that was governed by the Maroons. And that's a recognition of what we call our independence, right, from colonization. It was a war that ensued over 80 odd years to create this space for us, which they termed the free Negroes. Because if you read the treaty, it doesn't even say Maroon. So that's something for us to understand, the language in which we use. The Maroons were granted autonomy. We fought to protect and preserve that autonomy. So the recognition of the treaty symbolizes a favored nation, recognizes the importance of these First Nation Jamaicans that are here. And that's where we kind of disconnected.
Yeah, big differentiation to make and important.
And clarification.
Bev, I wanted to ask you, because you explore the Maroons and their fight for freedom, and an aspect that we're very familiar with is this idea of resistance and resilience. But what are some lesser known aspects that people ought to know?
Well, I think that they should know that when the Maroons were being attacked substantially, 6-1, there were.
Oh, I think we've lost her there. Chief, maybe you could pick up on that point for us.
So I'm not sure the exact point.
Since both 6-1. That's one thing. Another thing is that when Nanny took over and Nanny was fighting, Nanny had the assistance of Almighty God, which the Maroons believed in. It's not she so much doing magic as God coming down to support her, even providing unseen warriors to fight against the British, and this is documented in the archives.
How important is it for this storytelling to continue, the documentation to be preserved, for it to continue on and keep this legacy alive?
Well, the Maroons is an oral people, because we didn't have writing at the time, though we had Arabic people who spoke Arabic and could write Arabic, but there was no paper or parchment in Jamaica at that time. So we document things orally. And we use oral history to not only to tell about the experiences of the Maroons, but also to teach children things. So, for example, we have stories in my particular clan, which is the Fuller clan. There are stories that come from the Sahelian open forested regions about animals, magical animals, and hunters who kept the heads and so on. So it's not a story that you should not talk to strangers. And then there's another story about a magician, a magical Amerindian woman who married a farmer, a black farmer, living on Jonker Mountain, and who we used that story to find an unknown Maroon village. It was in St. Thomas, which we didn't know existed at the time, and that was 1994. So there are a lot of things that are documented in the oral history, which, as I say, the archival history is really for the British, because they write. So we can't underestimate the value of the oral tradition.
And the oral tradition must continue.
Must continue, indeed.
I just recognize I didn't answer your question regarding the sovereignty. Just one quick point, right?
Yes.
Sovereignty argument, right? It's important for us to understand that sovereignty exists where the soil is free, the land is free, right? That's where the sovereignty emanates from. So as it relates to the Maroons, until we are able to have constructive dialogue with state government as it relates to now how these lands belonging to us will be a part of the larger state in a republic setting. The governance structure must reflect also the capacity to include and involve those First Nations people. So Maroon sovereignty today would look like state relationship, respecting the autonomy, the land, but also engaging in meaningful dialogue on facilitating commerce, trade, and mutually beneficial relationships. Example, how do we use the culture to influence crime? The Maroon territories are the safest in the island. There must be something that's been happening here with its relationship to the autonomous nature of our systems and what we do to preserve this culture. It's something that we can share. The Prime Minister himself said this in his visit to a compound. So until we have these dialogue, the only thing we have to speak on is what we know, which is sovereignty.
It's also interesting. You're in such a unique position where you have self-governance, but it's intertwined with the nation of Jamaica. How do you strike that balance?
It's not unusual. This is not something novel. You saw in Maury where the representative of the indigenous nation there tore up a bill that didn't, that essentially would have impacted the nature of their history and their culture. So their political system has been much more advanced and matured to us, where they have political involvement of its indigenous people. Likewise, the United States, likewise in Canada, there are various acts of parliament, acts and, that have been passed to facilitate the things that I've just expressed. So one document I can engage with the wider populace, concurrent resolution 331, House Resolution 331, which was passed in the United States, recognizing the nature of the relationship between the state and its indigenous people. We want our version of concurrent resolution 331 here in Jamaica for the recognition and facilitation of this relationship. Additionally, Jamaica is a signatory to the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, which again ensures that this type of framework is ratified and put in law to recognize its people. We have not done that.
Yes, thank you for elucidating for us so that we can understand. I want to ask this one last question to Bev. As we reflect on Black History Month, what lessons can we take from the Maroon story about unity and resilience and self-determination?
Well, I think you see that the Maroon story, is really a real big thing. Because at the time of Nanny, there was a war that was fought, 1729, 1730. And that war, it was an international scandal that a few hundred wild Negroes in the mountains could be the British Army. And so that news spread to Cuba and encouraged the people in Cuba, who were largely Amerindian, working on pens, cattle pens. They were able to set up their own resistance. And it also was taken to West Africa, particularly to the area of Dahomey, on the eastern side of West Africa, where the chiefs were finding out for the first time the product conditions under which their people were in Jamaica. They didn't know. And so many of them, several of them, and one in particular, from Dahomey, came down and destroyed French and English forts on the coast. This is not generally known. Yes. And in fact, we have in Portland 2 villages which are called Waida. And the reason why is because they're established by this particular group of people. And there are many, many areas of Jamaica where particular tribes that came actually settled en masse and speak their own language. And Maroon speak one of those languages.
Thank you so much.
So much to learn.
So much to learn. We can talk all morning.
Yes,
listen, thank you both for joining us this morning on Sunrise to share with us this rich and fascinating history of the Maroons right here in Jamaica. That was Chief Richard Curry alongside historian author Bev Carey. It's time for another break, but don't go anywhere. True Pets Wags is up next with Tami.
So much to learn. I love it.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
We are back in the cut.
Why if you talk about we're back?
Tease me, I beg an early creed.
I'm just saying though.
Just saying.
You, our dear man. Two is better than too many, yes. Lick me chip right so me say, yo, that me want to do.
People are ask if we turn friend again. You link me, no G. I said, let's make bygones
be bygones. Deeper than that. Are you give me the first big song? We not going under.
You spend as much time in the limelight as you spend behind bars. What was the darkest time?
We are ghetto youth and we have ego and I start me and I say, no, God have an any night. I couldn't be alone.
Straight for dinner and I make no ram ten.
If you don't like Sizzler, you must love Shango.
Yo, that body. And if you even rate Jamie Foxx, you must rate Django.
One teach.
One mash.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
Thanks for staying with us. All right, here at Sunrise, it's time for Wags, brought to you by True Pets. And today, we're talking mating calls. Caca! Because Valentine's Day is next week. And guess what? It's not the humans alone that's making grand romantic gestures. Oh, you better believe it. From flamingos that dance in sync to penguins that propose with a pebble. Yes, some animals know a thing or two about commitment. And who better to take you on this wild ride through nature's love stories than your dynamic duo, because, you know, we know a thing or two about animals that mate for life.
I should hope so. Animals that mate for life. Flamingos.
Or for a lifetime at least. Okay, so flamingos, interestingly enough, Caribbean flamingos form strong pair bonds that often last for life. Now, these elegant birds engage in synchronized dancing rituals and elaborate displays of affection, reinforcing the lifelong connection. Imagine that, them dance, which is why dancing is so important.
It's so important. What about sea turtles?
Oh.
Some species
No, but
of
we could
sea
go back to the
turtles.
penguin, them, look how them staying there. I mean, the flamingo, them. Yeah, you know, one time I heard that a doctor put in somebody's knee replacement back ways. And they walk like a flamingo.
Can you imagine dancing with the knees turned backward? Anyway.
It's a true story.
Anyway, next up, sea turtles.
Okay.
Sea turtles, some species of sea turtles, like the hawksbill, are known to return to the same mating grounds year after year. That's commitment.
That is right.
That's faithfulness. While not all sea turtles mate for life, many individuals will have long-lasting bonds with the same partner over several breeding seasons.
Oh, them find back them one another.
That's what I'm saying. Come back and find
them find them say, yo, what happened, Tami?
Yeah.
Long time. Wayne, are you that?
Yeah.
Are you that, Wayne?
Yeah.
But we check say it. You know what? Come again. These turtles are going all over, how they find back each other and then find back the place where it all happened. That's wild to me.
I'm sure there are some ladies and men are saying that some of us humans can take a note from these sea turtles.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, parrots. Let's talk about the parrots. Many species of Caribbean parrots, such as the Jamaican parrot, mate for life, which makes me think we should call them parrots. Hello, I made that joke yesterday. Okay, these brightly colored birds are often seen staying close to their partners, and they share food and they're grooming each other and all kinds of things. And that's a part of their show of affection, to actually like care for each other, groom each other, feed each other. Yeah, I literally saw 2 of these in a tree yesterday, and somebody told me this fact, that they actually move in pairs. And so I then said they should be called parrots, which is why I had the joke today. You see how life comes together? You don't know when you're going to need a joke.
Parrots.
Parrots.
What about swans?
Ooh.
Swans are well known for their lifelong partnerships, staying together. You know, it's a recurring theme, and I like it. Staying together to raise their young and protect each other through seasonal changes. Swans.
Interesting.
Look at that.
And that swans are such a symbol of love.
Yes.
You see how they make the heart when they put their bills, bills together.
You know, many times I go to hotels and the housekeeping staff use towels to make swans.
That's right. And now we know why. I always just thought it was what the towel could do. But now we know it's actually a symbol for love. That's nice. I love that. All right. This is one of my favorites because it's one that I think a lot of people know about, and it's the penguins. So emperor penguins mate for life, often enduring harsh conditions to raise their young together. Boy, this sounds like marriage for true. These birds are the epitome of teamwork, with the male taking on the role of incubating the egg while the female hunts for the food, which I always find to be a very interesting fact, that the females go out and hunt and the men actually stay behind and protect that egg.
Yes, man, that's how it should be for us humans.
Oh my God, you know, it's how it is for a lot of humans, better believe it. Women are doing the do, don't get me started. A fun fact is that penguins will even propose to their mates. Yes, male penguins have been observed offering a pebble to their chosen mate as a symbol of commitment and love. I will say, gentlemen, do not try and propose with a pebble to nobody, unless that pebble is a diamond. Which technically,
you know, some things work in the animal world and it doesn't, and they do not work in the human world.
Yes.
That one, follow Tami advice, gentlemen.
Yeah,
the pebble.
Indeed. Don't do it. What about wolves?
What, wolves?
I always hear that they travel in packs. I didn't think of them as like, being together in a duo. Are they?
But the traveling packs, but note that the mating pair will often remain together for life. And they work together to hunt, defend their territory, and raise their pups, forming a deeply bonded cooperative unit. That's interesting.
Oh, nice. Lovely. I like that. And then the last one is the one that I think is the best. The seahorses.
Whoa.
The reason why I think the seahorses are the best is because the seahorses, the males have the babies.
That's why you think it's the best?
Daniel, don't look at me like that. I just think it should be a shared thing, Like, I like that the male seahorse can do it sometimes. I tell you what, we'd have a lot less kids if men had to do it, right? So seahorses are known for their unique mating behavior. So get this, the male seahorse actually carries the babies. See, I was telling you. But the pair shares a strong bond and mates for life. You know why they mate for life? Because the woman for sure knows that, I get pregnant. I know. They are often seen performing synchronized dances to reaffirm their bond. Isn't that interesting?
That's pretty interesting. I mean, think about it. I mean, the males, that's the one thing that I'm sure that every man everywhere going to say,
no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
We're good to go.
I bet. There's a reason why we do it, I guess. Anyway, if a penguin can lock it down with a pebble, what's stopping some of these men? Ladies, February, you're going to find out. That's what I said. Find out if this is, look here, the laughing in the room.
Listen, and
then you forgot propose. Yes.
And not only, you have to get creative. I remember a good friend of mine, couldn't afford a greeting card. He took his fiancée up to the nice pharmacy, where they sell the nice greeting cards, and he took her around there and got her to read the card.
Oh.
And when she read it, him said, "That's how I feel."
That
And she
is
like,
it.
"Oh, I'm to put back down the card."
Yes, yes. Can I ask you a question though before we go? Can I ask you a question? I can't bother that. Karen, God bless you.
But that's a good idea. Can't buy it.
What do you think about women proposing to men?
Oh, I asked my daughters this just recently.
No, Kayla says absolutely not. What do you think, sir?
Women proposing to men?
Yeah, you think it's okay? Yeah, what about you, Dan? No, it's not okay. So if a lady went down on one knee to ask you to marry her, how would that feel? You'd be walking away? That's crazy.
It depends on who.
That's crazy. All right, we have to break. But think about that, okay? Think about that. All the time, I don't know what this is saying, but yes. What? Okay. Wags is brought to you by True Pets. I can't talk today. Stick and stay. We're not done yet.
Is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Ford.
Nardo.
What going on, man?
So you good? I've been here before. I can recall many nights up at UA, hungry a killer, but guess what? There was some saving grace, a beacon of light and hope. On this episode of Corner Office, we are about to find out more about who. Nardo. Who is Nardo? Where the money come from? Guess what? Over Nardo we're reaching now.
Yo,
Nardo, pull up to a chair now. Meet us over front, Nardo.
All right.
Are you a PATH or Wards of the State applicant? Then this video is for you. Guess what? You are not required to pay an application fee. And you automatically receive or granted aid of $60,000 upon your application submission for targeted loan. For more SLB info, follow us on all social media platforms.
Flow brings new prepaid plans for everywhere you move. With more data to power the way you play, progress, and how you bring your vibe to the world. Flow has reimagined prepaid mobile plans with more data to use anywhere you like. Get 7 days with 25 gigabytes of any-use data for only $1,040. Download the Top Up Flow app today to unlock exclusive deals.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:4 to 5 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
When I go stress myself and take no work from me. Big girl team, 799, 799, I'm printing.
What's nice than a reggae drum roll for just take you into a song? I love it. It makes me so happy.
What's nicer? Another reggae drum roll.
All right, there you go. Welcome back to Sunrise, everybody. It's the first week in a month-long celebration of reggae music and culture. And you know who is at the forefront of it all? Jaria. So from honoring the great Dennis Brown to saluting the queens of reggae, They are working to ensure that this month is packed with celebrations just for you. So what's next on the lineup? Well, here to fill us in is Director of Marketing Nicole Osborne, along with a young and upcoming queen of reggae, recording artist Joby J. Welcome to Sunrise, ladies.
Ladies, and Joby J, she has a beautiful voice. If you didn't know.
You're gonna know.
You're gonna know. Nicole Osborne, listen, Director of Marketing, I mean, I'm sure there are massive celebrations happening now. I mean, talk to me about what we want to share, particularly about the events, the list of events, and, give me the
just kind of what makes this year stand out more than years gone by.
Than prior years, yes.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. Particularly this year is special because we are back to our roots. So this is the 16th anniversary that Jaria is in existence. We started at Edna Manley, and this year all our Kingston signature events will be at the Edna Manley College in the amphitheater.
Awesome.
So that makes it an extra special vibe for us.
That's awesome.
And an incredibly amazing opening to the celebrations, the concert for Dennis Brown. Powerful start to the month.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the vibe and the atmosphere at the Edna Manley Amphitheater?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
It was last Saturday,
Yes,
right?
it was Saturday on his birthday, February 1st. His children were there. That was a nice addition. Marla Brown and Danielle Brown were there. And I would just say overall it was an phenomenal experience. You had all ages, people brought their children, but you also had your auntie there as well to jam into the Dennis Brown. So overall it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, this month should be longer, shouldn't it?
I agree.
It really should be the longest month of the year, which is January, which is about 40 weeks.
And speaking of longer, saluting the queens should be a signature thing. You're a part of saluting the queens, Joby J. Talk to me about what that means to you, saluting the queens.
Right. I mean, that means everything to me. I think from the very beginning of my career, from the first single I put out, I've been standing for women empowerment. I'm all for the ladies, all for the queens, all for, just championing women, bigging up women every time. So it's very on brand for me, and I'm just happy to be on a show that is featuring, female talent, so the upcoming and the established, like Queen Nadine Sutherland. So that's amazing. I'm honored, honestly.
I want to talk to you about some of the women in reggae that you personally draw inspiration from. Like, who are those women for you?
Janine is at the top of my list every single time. She's queen, okay? Sweetest lady. I also really admire Leela, what she's doing with music. I think she's such a powerful force. So, those two women come to my mind first as, just inspirations and just good vibes. I just love watching them do what they do.
Love that.
Awesome. Now, Nicole, talk to me now. Looking ahead, what are some of the events that I can look forward to that you want to especially invite me to and all my friends to come?
Well, you could start tonight by attending Saluting the Queens. That is tonight at the Edna Manley. Next week we move to
come see me.
Next week we move to Montego Bay for our westbound train, which will be at Coral Cliff. On the 16th we have an event in Ocherios called Reggae Can't Done. That's a daytime event. Yes, that's a day beach event. I love how Joby just knows.
Yes, she knows what's going on.
I just love it. And then we're back in Kingston for the last 2 Wednesdays. The 19th and the 26th at Edna Manley again, and we'll close out on the 26th with our Reggae Praise, which has also become our signature event. As much as we love all parts of our music industry, we have to also big up the gospel reggae as well too.
Awesome.
So
there's so many things happening. Every time we're talking to everybody, there are a million things happening, which is really great. How does everybody stay engaged with what's happening? Are there any workshops happening? Where do we go online to just kind of keep in touch?
So our main platforms are social media at Jaria Entertainment on all platforms. We also have our website, which is www.jariaentertainment.com. We will be streaming all of our shows through our website, as well as our Reggae Open University will be streamed starting tomorrow, every Thursday for this month as well. That's a conversation, panel discussion, just about various parts of the industry, from physical health to mental wellness, upkeep in terms of performance and stuff like that. Really. So I would say IG and our website are the places to go.
The best places to go. I'm sure tonight's going to be priceless. But, I mean, what's the admission?
Pardon me?
Tonight's going to be priceless. Salute in the
The admission is free. It is free.
So also a free performance coming up.
You're excited about it. You get to see a great lineup for free. You get to see amazing upcoming talents, as well as I said before, Nadine Sutherland. I mean, for the free, why would you not come?
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Listen, we have come to the end of our show. That was also for free. And we hope you enjoyed spending just your day with us, your morning with us.
And if you missed out on anything, you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, then we've got you covered. Where can we watch?
On YouTube channel, also for free. And also, of course, you can check us out on Instagram at Sunrise CVM. So remember,
let's do it together. 1, 2, 3.
Remember to catch the premiere of season 3 of The Cut with Wayne Mitchell tomorrow at 8 p.m. You don't want to miss that episode at all.
And speaking of remember, God without man is still God. But it's a man without God, nothing.
That's
Zero.
right.
Zilch, not vapor.
Indeed. Nicole, thank you again for joining us and keeping us on top of everything that's happening. But closing us out this morning is Songbird Joby J.
Joby J!
Priority. I'd like to know what you're about when you open your mouth to say the words I need to hear. Do you mean what you say? I like a man who's real with me. Don't play no games, tell me the truth, I need to see it. What I'm in for, I've been hurt before, mistreated, used and deceived. Don't want that no more. I need love, real love, the love that makes your heart feel like true love, not just a latex in the night. I need a man who says what he means what he says, integrity. I need a man who loves me for me and treats me like his priority. Stimulate my mind before you touch my body. I know what I like, so you better come good, baby. I'm soft, I'm not no pushover. Just need someone to be my lover and friend, someone to depend on. When times get rough, will you fight or run? Love is a beautiful thing when it's genuine, and I want to give it, but I need to know that it's safe enough to open up and let my guard down. Love is a risk, but I wanna take it. I wanna dive in. I want that real love, the love that makes your heart feel like true love, not just a latex in the night. I need a man who says what he means what he says, integrity. I need a man who must be like priority.